Today, I want to talk about two pieces of art, Malcolm and Marie and Euphoria, Rue Part 1, from Sam Levinson and Zendaya. If you've never seen Euphoria, it's a high school drama TV series on HBO created and written by Sam Levinson. It's loosely based on the Israeli TV series of the same name. The American version follows a group of teens as they explore drugs, trauma, love, sex, friendships, and identity. Zendaya stars as the lead character, Rue. Zendaya was a child actor who appeared on the Disney shows Shake It Up and Casey Undercover and starred in the movies Spiderman Homecoming and The Greatest Showman before starring in Euphoria, where she took on a more mature role, graduating from that kid actor label. Sam Levinson is the creator and writer of Euphoria. He's directed and written the movies Another Happy Day and Assassination Nation. He's the son of Barry Levinson, who's directed the classic films Rain Man and Good Morning Vietnam. Euphoria was a big hit in 2019 and was on schedule to begin shooting its second season in March 2020. And then the COVID-19 pandemic happened, and with the world shut down, Malcolm and Marie started to form. Stuck in the house during quarantine, Zendaya would call Sam to talk and suggest that they shoot a movie at her home. They landed on the idea between a couple in a house going back and forth with each other after a night out, Malcolm and Marie. So Sam, the writer-director, and Zendaya as Marie, John David Washington as Malcolm, and a small crew all created a bubble on a set location, quarantined together, and made this movie. It didn't even have a third act yet when they arrived on site, but they all worked together and made it happen. And even after the completion of the film, another idea formed to shoot 2 special episodes of Euphoria that aren't a part of season 2. Malcolm and Marie is about a couple who argues all night after coming home from a movie premiere. Malcolm is a director-writer who's high off the night, and Marie is mad at him because he forgot to thank her during his speech. It's a vicious battle between the two, a war of words, a battle of the sexes where both of them get the upper hand at some point. Marie knows how to push Malcolm's buttons, and Malcolm says some pretty disgusting things towards her. Their relationship is toxic, and Malcolm mostly comes out as the aggressor. Throughout the movie, we find out that Marie is mad that Malcolm didn't thank her because the movie is based on her life, and the movie wouldn't be what it was if they weren't together. Malcolm tries to explain that the movie is based on many other women that he's dated in his life, and not just her. It's also revealed that Marie aspired to be an actress and wonders why Malcolm didn't cast her in the movie based on her life. In Euphoria's special episode, we pick up with Rue and her sponsor Ali, played by Coleman Domingo, eating pancakes in a diner on Christmas Eve. Rue has relapsed and bailed out of leaving town with Jules from the season finale. She tried to talk to Ali and BS her way throughout the conversation, but Ali could see right through her. They get into a deep discussion about why she relapsed, addiction, family, and many other things, while Ali drops truth bombs and thought-provoking statements. Within 2 months, we get these 2 contained pieces where essentially 2 characters have an emotional conversation in one location, like a stage play. It gives the characters a chance to talk and react, change moods, and have long monologues. And Malcolm and Marie, Zendaya and John David do nothing but trade monologues. When they argue, they listen to each other, never interrupting or talking over the other. In Euphoria, while Rue and Ali both have a conversation, Ali is the one who does the most talking, with powerful monologues to help Rue understand addiction. The special also gives more backstory to Coleman's character. While the reviews for Malcolm and Marie were mixed and underwhelming, the Euphoria special got critical acclaim. What they said about the former was, it was messy but beautifully shot in black and white film. Everyone loved Zendaya's performance. Many people on Twitter hated John David's performance, saying that he couldn't act. I beg to differ. How does one watch John David in that role and say he can't act? One big thing that many people had a problem with was the fact that Sam Levinson wrote these characters that were black. There's a part in Malcolm and Marie where Malcolm goes on a rant about critics liking his movie and calling him the next John Singleton or Barry Jenkins. But why not William Wyler, Malcolm cries. People argued that Sam used a black character as a mouthpiece for his thoughts, taking a fictional dig at a critic who reviewed one of his films in real life. On the other hand, with the Euphoria special, nobody had a problem. The two main characters in the episode were black. People said it was one of the best hours of television in 2020. It showcased how great Colman Domingo is as an actor. It reaffirmed why Zendaya won an Emmy for Euphoria's Best Drama Actress. Up to this point, Euphoria was known for having over 20 set locations an episode, flashy colors, several music cues, quick cut editing, and camera tricks to support their story and cast. But in this special, there was none of that. All the actors had to do was just act. A classic piece of writing advice is to write what you know, and with these two pieces, Sam Levinson does just that. The basic premise of Malcolm and Marie is based on a personal thing that happened to Sam. At the premiere of his movie, Assassination Nation, he forgot to thank his wife. He took that personal experience and ran with it to craft the Malcolm and Marie story. And like Sam, the character Malcolm is a writer-director too. And as far as Euphoria goes, Rue is loosely based on Sam. A quote from Sam: "I spent the majority of my teenage years in and out of hospitals, rehabs, and halfway houses. I was a drug addict, and I'd take anything and everything until I couldn't hear or breathe or feel." Sam struggled with anxiety and depression and got clean at 19. On the show, Rue is 17, so maybe down the line, towards the end of the series, Rue will reach that milestone of getting clean. But as of now, she's still in it, going through it as an addict. With Sam's experience, he can tap into that character of Rue as a writer because he knows firsthand. And as a director, he's able to direct Zendaya on how he felt and what he did in the past for Zendaya to capture that on screen. And not to spoil anything, but the Marie character in Malcolm and Marie is a recovering addict too. So Sam's able to tackle that character as well. And as far as the Ali character, I'm sure Sam's come into contact with a couple of sponsors to write that character authentically. While watching the movie, I thought, what if Marie is the older version of Rue? Like there's a connection with these two projects. The two women are both drug addicts but in different stages of their lives. Marie has already recovered and she's older, more mature. Rue is still struggling and young and doesn't know what she's doing. Marie is more confident, Rue isn't. Then by chance, I came across this article on Looper.com titled "The Link Between Malcolm and Marie and Euphoria You Totally Missed." The article hints at a possible Sam Levinson cinematic universe. In the Euphoria special, Ali goes out of the diner to talk to one of his daughters, Amani, on the phone. A little later, he tells Rue that he's not on speaking terms with his other daughter, Marie. In Malcolm and Marie, the title of Malcolm's film is Amani. The article raises questions like, could Marie from Malcolm and Marie be Ali's daughter? It could all be a coincidence. Some people don't understand that Sam didn't just write these characters, these black characters, as a white man and just demanded the actors to say what's on paper. Sam is a collaborator. Sam, Zendaya, and John David all worked together on the movie. What's remarkable is all three of them equally own the film. Sam got input from the two leads on the script, like how far would they go personally versus their characters during the argument. There were conversations between the actors about everything in the script. Zendaya and John David were heavily invested, also becoming producers on the film. Even the movie crew was given a financial co-ownership. People forget that Zendaya asked Sam to make something for her that she was a part of every step of the way. As talented as Zendaya is, no one has given her a lead role in the film but Sam. Even with the special Euphoria episode, the second special focused on Hunter Schafer's character Jules. In that particular episode, Hunter got a co-producer and co-writer credit along with Sam, the first in the series, since Sam is the sole writer of Euphoria. I guess Hunter was able to provide a more personal perspective for her character Jules. According to her, Sam is super collaborative and has been from the beginning. He wants all of us as actors to have input into our characters and their livelihoods. I often wonder, when I see black characters who are written by white people or any character written, how much improv or personality did the actor bring to the surface that wasn't previously there? Actors all have an idea of what they think a character might do or say versus what the original writer or director has in mind. It's up to that actor, writer, and director to collaborate and make that character come to life. For instance, when John David uses the N-word in Malcolm and Marie, Did Sam write that in the original script? In a press interview, John David shared that he ad-libbed that. But make no mistake, some screenwriters implement that vocabulary in their scripts, who have no business doing that whatsoever. Whether you're a fan of both projects or one in particular, you've gotta admit, it was pretty cool what Sam Levinson and Zendaya were able to do while everyone else was on lockdown. Malcolm and Marie is one of the first movies made during the pandemic, created over 2 weeks. And then they doubled back and made those special Euphoria episodes. The anticipation is crazy for season 2 of Euphoria. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching and listening.